This video is a recap of multiplying matrices by hand. Make sure that you can multiply two matrices A and B if the number of rows of A is equal to the columns of B. Remember, rows go across, columns go up and down. Okay. Rows you count top to bottom, columns you count left to right. Right, and the dimensions next to each other, the middle numbers or middles, the middle needs to match. So what that means is if you have a 2 by 3 times a 3 by 2, middles match. So my answer would be a 2 by 2. 2 by 3 and a 2 by 3, middles don't match. This is undefined. When you're doing this, so I'm using highlighters here to show the colors, and then I have 5 pens to write the numbers out when I do this. So you're going to take row 1 times column 1. So row 1 is here. Column 1 is right there. Row 1 times column 1, you add up the values, then you get the answer there. Then what you do is you take row 1 times column 2 for this entity. So this is row 1 and then column 2. Next one that you do is you do row 1 times column 2. Row 2 times column 1, so row 1 times column 1. And then you do row 2 times column 2. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to first talk about dimensions. So dimensions are number 3. This is a 2, 1, 2 by 3. So this is a 2 by 3. 2 rows, 1, 2, 3 columns, 1, 2, 3. This is a 2 by 2. 2 rows, 1, 2, 2 columns, 1, 2. Middle numbers don't match. This is undefined. Okay. Number 4, this is 2 rows, 1, 2, by 4 columns, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 4 rows, 1, 2, 3, 4, by 2. So, middles match. My answer is going to be a 2 by 2. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight these. So orange, row 1, green, column or row 2, and then I'm going to do columns, purple, and I have another color here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take row 1 times column 1 and then row 2 times column 2. And while I'm doing this, I'm going to show you in pen, writing out the numbers in pen. So I have the colors that match these as best I can for pink, orange, green, purple. Let's show how this works out. So I know my answer is going to be a 2 by 2. So I have a 2. This is not enough room. By 2. So the biggest thing you have to know with this is that you're going to multiply a 2 by 2. So my row 1 numbers go in row 1. So in orange, I have a 2, a 5, a 3, and a negative 1. That's row 1. And I'm going to take it times column 1. So times 6, times negative 7, times 2, times negative 1. Row 1 times column 1. Okay? And then what I'm going to do with those values is I am going to add them together. Okay? That number, 12, so if you need to, work it out. In my calculator, I just do it. 12, negative 35, 6, and 1. We're going to add those 4 numbers together, and that will give me my answer. Okay? So again, I'm going to take row 1, 2, 5, 3, negative 1. And now I'm going to take it times column 2, because I'm now in column 2. So I'm going to take it times negative 3, 1, 0, 0. I'm going to add these together. So negative 6 plus 5 plus 0 plus 0. Okay. So now I'm in row 2. And so to make this faster for myself, I try to write in one color all at the same time. So I know I have a negative 3, 1, 8, negative 3, and I'm just going to rewrite these numbers over here because I'm going to do the same thing twice as you saw up above. Okay. Column 1, still again, so these purple numbers here, those just come down. And then column 2, same with those numbers, they just are the same numbers again. Which is why in class, I show that I write out as much as I can at one time, so I don't have to do a bunch of changing of colors, but it's up to you. Remember, you're going to add these values together. So negative 18 plus negative 7 plus 16 plus 3, 9 plus 1 plus 0 plus 0. So that gives me 10. Calculator, I have no idea in my head. Negative 6. Negative 16. And negative 1. Yeah. So that's what you do. So I hope that helps you with understanding why or how you multiply matrices by hand.